Hello government, this video is for Tuesday, November 17th, so this is what we are doing in class. As always this week, make sure you get to the Zoom meeting so that I can mark you that you are here for attendance. But otherwise, you can go ahead and watch CNN 10. The link is in the email, so you can get there and watch CNN 10 again today. For the second part of our class, you should already have questions 1, 2, and 3 done. That's what we did yesterday. Now question 4 is a little bit different, but it's one of those things that I think is interesting, so here we are. If you click on this link, it actually takes you to the current 2020-2021 court cases that are being decided by the Supreme Court this judicial year. So these are actual cases that made it to the Supreme Court and have not been argued yet and have not been decided yet. So you can click on all of these different cases that the Supreme Court again will hear this year, or a few of them they've already heard but have not decided on, and read through them. So this one, respondents are a class of non-citizens subject to restraint removal orders, which generally are not open to challenge. However, if a non-citizen has a reasonable fear of persecution or torture in their country designated in their removal order, the person may pursue withholding of removal. So this case deals with people who are refugees or seeking some sort of safe haven here in the United States. So that they're going to answer the question, are the respondents who are subject to restraint removal orders but with pending claims for withholding of removal detained under this clause? As you see, what's different than other ones we've looked at on the site, there's no decision yet. The Supreme Court has not yet decided on what will happen in this case. So what you are doing is you're picking 3 different court cases. And guys, there's a lot of them. And right here it gives you kind of the little bit of what it's about. So a case in which the court will decide the use of force clause in the Armed Career Criminal Act encompasses crimes with an intent required on mere recklessness. So a lot of these have not yet been argued, but then a bunch of them have been, but they have not been decided. So we're talking quite a few cases that you can look through. So this one's with Facebook, radio projects, different countries, cities being sued, Google. The list is pretty lengthy here on different ones that are being looked at. Trump versus the Sierra Club. There are so many, and they are kind of fun to read. Some of them you'll read and you'll go, Ms. Fisher, I have no idea what this is talking about. Pick a different one, right? You don't have to pick a specific one. You can look through it and choose 3 of your favorites or 3 that are interesting. What you will then do is you'll put the name of the case right here for each of your different cases, so I know which one you're talking about. You'll give a really short little synopsis on what the case is about, kind of put it in your own words. This case is deciding on this question, or this is the circumstances that brought up this case, and here's kind of what they need to decide. The next one is either what amendment or precedent you think that this court case deals with. So is there another court case we talked about that you think is similar? For a lot of them there aren't, but at the very least you might be able to decide what amendment fits this. And then the last thing is, how would you rule? If you were a Supreme Court justice and you were reading these different cases, what would be your decision? Who would you rule with? What decision would you come up with? The hardest part of being a Supreme Court justice is the fact that they're supposed to be impartial. So just because, for instance, in the case with President Donald Trump, just because you either love him or hate him should not influence your decision. It should be about the scenario for the case. And we kind of saw that with the Muhammad Ali, right? They really made a point that Muhammad Ali could have been anybody, and then they needed to make this decision. So the fame should not really play a role in it. Does it probably? Yeah. People are human. So you're again picking 3 different court cases. Say what the court case is about, what amendment or precedent you think it might discuss, and how you would rule for those 3. And that will actually close out Unit 3 for us. The next 2 days we will be reviewing, and then Friday we'll actually take the test over this. So wrapping it up here. Good stuff. If you have any questions, please let me know, and make sure this gets turned in. I think I made it as a handout, so I should have it automatically. I'll let you know if I don't. Good stuff. See you tomorrow.